First of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. So yes, there is a typical profile for mass shooters. They tend to be overwhelmingly male, 95, 98% of the time they're male, tend to be Caucasian, they tend to be quite young. So generally for school shootings, they tend to be about 17 or 18, but for other public shootings, they're in their 30s. So he certainly fits some of the profile. But what I think is more interesting is the psychological profile. So people who commit these kinds of atrocities usually have some sort of childhood trauma, and they tend to feel disillusioned, isolated and marginalised. And that's exactly the picture that we get with Salvador Ramos.
Well, it's interesting that he said he was going to kill his grandmother, and he did.
Yep, they often telegraph their intentions. And I think that's because, in their minds, because they're so marginalised, they feel like losers to a degree. Sometimes they don't have jobs, they don't have friends, they don't have romantic relationships, all of which were relevant for Salvador Ramos. So they want some sort of infamy, and they see this as a final act, a call of a suicide.
But they want to know that people know that they're going to do it, that they're not going to be insignificant or ignored. That's the perversion about it, isn't it? Exactly.
So to them, because they don't have an identity, this is a way of gaining notoriety very quickly and very publicly.